Hello, I'm Dylan Vitey and I'm at Queen's Market Morecambe. A stunning historical building where I'm hoping to shed light on its journey over time. And where Nick hopes to take it. Built in 1895, the building has been home to many things, from squash courts to a cinema. We'll be taking a deep dive into its rich history and the current restoration project. In this part of my mini-series, we'll be speaking with founding director and visionary Nick Smith and looking into the past, present and future of the building, whilst also telling you how you can help.
Right, so I bought the building just over 8 years ago. Never intended setting up as a community project that's hopefully going to regenerate the town and believe in people. It was always going to be save a building. I've done that now, but the building has almost saved me. It's given me a purpose, and this purpose is to invest my time and energy into people and the town and other buildings and really make this town into what it should be. Morecambe deserves to be believed in, and I need to be believed in. I need people to believe that I can do this. I've taken this building that was going to be demolished and spent the last 8 years on my own restoring it, and I can do that with the town because everything in this town exists just like everything existed in the building to make it shine. Well, to start with, the building wasn't on my radar. I knew it as a nightclub. It wasn't something that I thought I was interested in. At the time I was doing up houses and selling them on, making them into nice family homes. And I just happened to walk in the back alleyway and I thought, is it the whole building for sale? It's got an interest to me because I'm interested in history, architecture, and I knew there was something special behind that faded facade. It was 2 days before the auction and I just happened to buy it at the right price, and I've invested my time and energy into bringing this building back because I've got a love of architecture. I've got a love of purpose of architecture. It's not just about saving a building, it's about creating a space that the building can actually do good, and that's the purpose now, and that's what's driving me. It's what we can do with this building, the money we can make that we can then reinvest back into the community, and that's what drives me. And at the moment I'm financially, emotionally broken, but I carry on because I know it's the right thing to do. So I never actually lived in Morecambe. I grew up in Lancaster. I actually went to Morecambe High School, so that's where the connection comes. And I think Morecambe, there's something about the place. I speak to lots of people that either grew up here or have come for one reason or another, and it has a hold on people, and there's something really special, and I think that special thing is the people. They've been knocked down so much over the last 50 years, but they're still happy. For some reason, this place makes you happy, but we're not capitalizing on it. We're not saying, how can we make these people more happy, so that if the local people smile and are happy in what they do, the visitors that are going to come on the back of growth will want more of it, and they're going to come back. So my purpose is to make Morecambe smile and create this buzz, investing into young bands, into music, into film, art, food. It doesn't matter what it is. Give Morecambe its purpose back. Entertainment. All we need to do is entertain people. Retail's dead, but entertainment's not, because you can't get live entertainment on your TV. You can't get that buzz, that spark that's in a room where somebody's performing live. We can do that throughout the whole town, but it needs investment. Monetary investment, but people investment, investing into people, and we can give Morecambe its purpose, and we will shine. I could say the building, because taking a building that was going to be demolished and single-handedly restoring it, putting 500 floor joists in, reclaimed from pulling nails out, but that's just work. And I'm good at work. I live to work. The most challenging thing has been trying to get people to believe what I'm trying to do as a business. It needs a significant amount of money to invest in to get this over the line so that I can actually start putting the real work in, which is rebuilding the town and the people. But it's so hard to find the funding for a project that I own the building. I'm going to get a benefit from it, but that benefit is my security that gives me the ability to invest my most precious thing that I have, which is time. And I will invest every moment of my time until I can't invest it anymore into this town, making the people. And it's really hard at the moment because that belief isn't there. The thing that's kept me going in this building from day one, even before I got in, is this roof. I don't know, there's something about it that I knew the building was going to look like this, and I looked through the broken hole and saw the potential, and it's driving me, and it gets me up in the morning because it's inspirational. And that's the same as the town. You know, there's amazing young people doing amazing things, but they're not necessarily believed in. You know, it's not the normal system. So just like this that drives me every day, I want to be driven by the talent that exists here and say, I've got a purpose to get up in the morning because I'm going to give you, not just young people, it's the older generation as well that have that wealth of knowledge that can be passed on to the younger generation. We can create something amazing just the same as I created something amazing if we have a reason to get out of bed in the morning. Basically, the building that you see now, the four walls, so to speak, virtually as it was when it was built as a market hall. All this other infrastructure around is stuff that I've built. But what I've done is, I haven't gone in and ripped out and done new. I've taken what was existing and repurposed it and made it shine. And that goes back on to what I'm trying to do with people. I don't want to take away from what already exists. It's just making good the thing that's here. So it's, you know, the central heating pipes from the building that I bent to make into the curves for the handrail, the old squash court floor. It all has a new purpose. It's something that's very close to my heart, which is the environment. But it's not about planting trees and saying, oh, I'm greenwashing. It's about saying there's a reason that I'm locking in that carbon. It's because those trees were felled hundreds of years ago. They're important that we don't just lose them. It's saving things. So the whole building is just being saved rather than knocked down and recycled. Morecambe can help me by believing in me. I'm the founder of this. I've always gone out saying that I need money for the community company and the building, and yes, that's what it is, but without me, there's no building because I'm the only one who could have created this, and I can take all the credit for doing it because I'm the only one who did it. But I need Morecambe to come together, and the wider Bay community, and everybody in the world to go, if we invest £1 into my dream of giving purpose to people, we can show other towns, other cities, that if you invest into the history of a place, you invest into a business that gives a return, and that return is then invested back into the community, you'll get an even bigger return. We get a circular economy going, that in a seaside town, that circular economy will grow because money's coming from outside. So if we can give a reason for those visitors to come and spend their pound, we reinvest to make the town even better, suddenly the town will boom, and it will boom sustainably, and gentrification will happen, but it will be done by uplifting the people that exist so that they have a better quality of life, not just financially but emotionally. The place they live, they'll have pride in, so they won't throw the rubbish in the streets anymore, they'll actually pick it up. And my dream is, and it won't ever happen because I think I haven't got enough that time in my life, I will only be satisfied when every roller shutter door in the area disappears, not because somebody's told them to, but because there's that much pride in the town that they don't need them anymore. And that's my goal, is to create a town with pride. Well, we've been going for funding for the last 3 years, and even when we have ticked the boxes, we still haven't managed to get it. We're going for a social investment loan, which is a loan we're going to have to pay back, but with that we have to prove that there's a business model and at the moment I can't prove those things. We keep getting knocked back. Government's gone into purdah, I think it's called, where nothing can happen now because there isn't actually a government, it's just existing. So it's potentially another 6 to 9 months, and I can't last that long. I can just sell this building and make a load of money and solve all my problems. What I need is the investment that I need to get it up and running. If people invest £1 into me and this dream, I will help build other people's dreams. So your investment isn't going to get a monetary return, but it's going to get my time for free, which is the most important thing. It's going to get the pride that you can come to this place, or you can look from wherever you are and say, I was part of it, I helped build the pride in this town, but I need 1 million names to go on the ceiling, pound a name, and we can make a difference, because that pound will be invested into the people of the town to make the project, because I can't run it, it's got to use the talent that's here to make this. You know, the food concessions, the events, the edutainment we're going to do, it all needs monetary investment, but without that it's just an empty shell, and an empty shell is a nice building but it has no purpose. Community support will be really good. The more people that are supporting this, whether it's with the pound or whether it's just supporting it on the social media platforms that we've got, we can then, when we go for those community funds, there's a reason why they will give us money, because they want to see that there's a community benefit. But I think really, if we can make this go viral somehow, you know, I keep thinking, how can I make it go viral? Can I do something stupid? And my wife keeps stopping me from doing, you know, hanging upside down naked on the front of the building so I get pressed. You know, I don't want to do that because that's not me. I don't do that. I just want to get people to go, let's give them £1. It's £1, who cares? You know, it's less than a cup of coffee, but it might make a difference to somebody's life. It might be the difference between you as a young person being able to live your dream, or having to work in a job you don't want with nobody believing you. And we'll find a way as an organisation, and it'll be hard and it'll be complicated, but saving this building was hard and complicated, and nobody knew how I was going to do it, but I've done it. And that's what I'll do in this community business. I don't want to say it, but at this very moment in time, in a year's time, it could be a big corporate enterprise. I will have more money than I can know what I can do with, and I will walk away from Morecambe, because if I sell out, I'm selling out to the person who gives me £1 on the street. I'm selling out to the people that are supporting me who have nothing, and I really don't want to do that, but the financial situation I'm in, I might have to. But on the flip side, we found the money, we're up and running, and in a year we're not going to have made that much of a difference because we're going to have to set this up as a business. But in 5 years, my intention is we'll be potentially clearing £500,000 every year taxable profit that we will then invest into the projects that we believe in, and we will build more and more profit that we invest. So we become a community investment company rather than a community interest company, and then we can really start making a difference, and we can start allowing those dreams to build and say, what do you need as an individual? You've got the talent, but what is it you need to succeed? And we'll invest our time and energy and money into making sure that those dreams come true. And we'll have that team, and in the future, it will just grow and grow, just like any other big business. Virgin, Richard Branson, he started small, but look at him now. This could be it. We could start something, and it'll be down to you, the people with that pound, to make it happen.